go first. My name is Veronica. I've been in Shanghai for 7 years now. Currently, I'm a master student, also a freelancer, video blogger, podcaster, and yeah, that's what I do. And I have spent 55 days in a lockdown. I feel pretty lucky now because I can go out now, so this is something new for me, and this is something that most of my friends still cannot do, because here in downtown area we are allowed, most of the people are allowed to go out, not in the farther places like Baoshan, Minhang, whatever, they cannot go out. So first thing, I feel happy about it, of course. Second thing, I feel really privileged during all this time because I haven't had any kind of problems with ordering food. I haven't had any kind of problems with money, which most of my Chinese friends has. And actually most of my Chinese friends, if they are not gone already, they are considering leaving Shanghai because they don't have the money to pay the rents, they don't have the money to buy food, which is still more expensive than usual. So yeah, that's the first thing. And the second thing I could say is I expected that this outbreak in Shanghai would change China's COVID-19 policy, but it didn't happen. So actually now we are just going back to January, February 2022, right? Like nothing new is going to happen. Like we are just going back. Okay, they were able to clean the outbreak, so we are back in February 2022, right?
What did you hear from your friends? What happened to them?
So some of them has already left because most of them have the service jobs. They work in coffee shops, they work in restaurants, so they haven't had any income for 3 months basically. Even the money for March, they still haven't got the money for the March because the companies are closed, and they keep telling them we will send you the money when we are open. So they have to wait, so they keep waiting for 3 months, no money, no perspectives, no kuko, and this kind of stuff. Like it's, you know, I don't see the reason for them to stay in Shanghai. That's why most of them has already left. Yes.
What do you think is going to happen the next few years, like with businesses, with jobs?
Oh my god. So I'm sure when they start to open up, like I'm talking about the shops, hairdressers, everything, restaurants, I'm sure many of them will not open. They are going to shut down because they don't have any more money to run their businesses. And I saw a kind of study contained by Six Stone, I think. So basically they said that just about 10% of the business in Shanghai think they have some kind of bright future, and they feel positive about their businesses. So 90% of the businesses in Shanghai feel negative about their future, and yeah, sounds terrible.
How were your feelings during the lockdown? Did it change, or did you always feel the same way about it?
No, of course I did not feel the same way all the time. Because on the beginning, of course, Shanghai said it's going to be just 4 days. No one believed it. Did you believe it? No one believed it. But most of the people I met said, I think it's going to be 1 to 2 weeks. No one expected it to be 2 months. So after the second week, I started to wonder, so when exactly are they going to open? And after like second and third week, the numbers were sky high, like 30,000 cases per day. So I did not have any kind of hope. But yeah, here in my compound we had many troubles with going out. Like in theory we were supposed to be allowed to go out after like 3 weeks of lockdown because we were the precautionary area. Of course it didn't happen. I think we've been lied to at least 3 times, and the second time was when we got the badge, virus-free compound. They didn't let us out. And the third time was when the vice mayor of Shanghai, Chen Tong, he said that it was Sunday, so he said that starting from Monday all the precautionary areas are going to be allowed out. It didn't happen. So actually we were allowed out just after we went out to protest. Yeah, so we had some really brave neighbors in our compound who went to the committee a few times, and there were more and more people every day going to the committee and asking them to let us out. So after a few days, they finally opened the gate and let us out.
How would you have done it differently?
I don't know.
Okay. How did you keep yourself busy? How did you keep yourself busy? Because, I mean, we all do certain things for our well-being, right? And then suddenly a lot of things we can't do.
True, but I think I still had quite many things to do. Like I said, I'm a master's student, so I have some online classes like 3 times a week, so I have this. I was recording the lockdown diary for my YouTube channel every week, and I was really busy with my Instagram. I was like publishing stories about lockdown in Shanghai every day. So yeah, I think I had pretty many things to do, and also after the second week of the lockdown, many Polish media started to contact me, so I was in TV, I was in the radio, I was everywhere for some time. So yeah, I think I had many things to do during lockdown, and that's why I did not feel that bad mentally.
All right, the last thing I want to ask you is the next 6 months. What are your plans? Have they changed?
Now I think there is no point of making any plans for the next 6 months. We don't know if there is not like next lockdown creeping in 2 months or something, so I think it's better not to have any plans. I'm just going to wait, and I hope I'll be able to go somewhere in China in 2-3 months. Let's see. But of course I would love to go back to Europe or go to travel somewhere in the States, Southeast Asia, but it's impossible now, so I don't even think about it.
Okay, is there anything else you want to tell people that they might not know?
I think I'm an exception from the rule because I did not have many problems with anything during this time, but when I talk with my friends, I know that it was really tough time for some of them. That's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting me.